Hello and good morning. Welcome to New Forest Morphs. It is Wednesday, is it, Jared?
Thursday.
Thursday even. Boy, where's this day going? It's Thursday. The week's been moving on. We haven't uploaded a couple of videos, but we've had another 2 clutches lay, and I've got those to upload. I've been away for a couple of days on a fishing break, so you're gonna get this video probably after I've uploaded the other 2. So actually, you will have seen them by the time this goes up. So lots have been happening. But anyway, the good news is we've got clutch 10 pipping early. They were supposed to be on the 20th of May, and today is the 16th, so that's 4 days early, and they are looking pretty good. So the female was Electra, a super gravel girl, and Titus is a Mojave Ultramel. And what are we trying to achieve there, Jared?
Some Mojave gravel het ultramels.
Mojave gravel het ultramels, and the blessing of having that is that we can then add that to another project. So Celeste, who is a yellow belly pastel phantom, she's given us a clutch of 6 eggs which are on incubation, and we're hoping to hit a yellow belly het ultramel. And the idea is that we'll put one of the gravel Mojave Ultramels here to the hopefully a yellow belly het ultramel to get the Mojave highway ultramel is what we're looking at achieving, and we think that will look beautiful. So let's have a look and see what these are doing. I think that most of them have pipped, Jared.
They're all out the air.
Me being away for a couple of days probably meant that they were undisturbed for a while and they decided to come out, so we learned something from that. And you can see what we've got here. They all look like pretty normal looking snakes, don't they? But they are all carrying 100% gravel. A super gravel guarantees gravel going into the next generation. So all of these are gravel. Let's have a look. Let's just get rid of the eggs. So I like to get rid of these because they do smell if you leave them in there. And we've got 1, 2, 3. I think she gave us 9, didn't she?
9.
4, 5, 6.
And there's 3 to come.
3 to come. Okay, so let's have a little look at the Mojave gravel. See what the Mojave and gravel do together. And the Mojave is very strong in here, but you can see that it's darkened up the Mojave. And look at the granite look of the body. You see that the gravel has the impact of,
Oh yeah, hold it there, that's nice.
yeah, creating very interesting markings on the side. So the flames are going to come up from a gravel from the belly, and you can see that the gravel effect makes it look more gravelly. So you'll see that if you compare that with a straightforward Mojave, you won't get as much granite looking there, but it does look very pretty, Jared. Gravel and Mojave are beautiful. So you've still got your floating alien heads, but underneath that you've got the flaming coming up, so it gives more pattern on the body. And I think you can already see it wants to be half of a super gravel. If you look at the mother who's carrying all the dots on the back, can you see this one's already carrying dots on the back?
Yeah.
Not all the way down, but I think this is a pretty
Mojave line, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really beautiful. 100% het for ultramel, which is what's beautiful about these. And some of these will become available if anybody wants to get into the project. Please hit us up either on Instagram or Facebook.
Guaranteed gravel as well.
Guaranteed gravels. So I think that's a very
It's quite a hard one to tell, but all
beautiful.
of these will definitely be gravel.
Yeah. So
this one's a nice one too.
yeah. So which one we're looking at next, Jared? So we've got another
Mojave
gravel. I think they're all kind of bunched together, Jared, so I'm going to have to take them out one by one. So this one here is just a gravel. That one's the Mojave gravel. So we've got 2 Mojave gravels. We've got 1, 2. That's a gravel, that's not Mojave gravel.
This is another gravel.
So another gravel. We've got 3 gravel het ultramels. But you can see the influence of the het ultramel. Can you see the red coming through that?
Yeah.
So the influence of the het ultramel is also shining through here.
Another.
So we've got 4, yeah. So 2 to 4, which means in theory those other 3, 2 of those other 3 should be Mojave.
Yeah.
And possibly 3 out of 3, but we shall see.
And you can see them cutting through.
Yeah.
There's
So-
an eye poking out.
Yeah. I mean, we could let them cut naturally, but I think we'll just give them a little bit of assistance, I think. Now, the advantage of pipping compared to cutting, Jared, there's lots of pros and cons. One of the things I was going to say is that the temptation is to cut early, and even though these shouldn't be cut for 4 days in theory, the fact that so many have come out tells us that our incubation temps have probably spiked a little bit and accelerated the process, but not to the detriment of damaging the snake. We must have kept it under the 92, but it was probably hovering between 91 and 92 at some point during the heat spike. So I think what that's done is it's accelerated the incubation process. But if you were to cut early, now we did cut the Batman project early last time we did the video, Jared.
Yeah.
And I think what we should have done with hindsight is we should have actually waited another 2 or 3 days, if I'm honest, because they're taking longer to come out of the egg, to absorb their egg. And I think Rob at Royal Balls taught me a principle about the membrane around the egg serves a purpose, and that purpose is to, when a snake is developing, it has to urinate and get rid of any waste product. And what it does, it gets rid of the waste product the other side of the membrane, so that it's not living in its own poo and wee. And if you cut too early and it still has to go through the digestive process, you're effectively allowing them to poison themselves, and therefore you can have some fatalities. So we will give you an update on that clutch to see how they're doing, but obviously we'll be very concerned if we lose any as a result of cutting early. So I think it's very much better to be patient and wise with your egg cutting, and to do it once you've had 2 pips is better than doing it early, because it could be to the detriment of the animal. So just wanted to get that out there to any new breeders coming in that are learning to hold back and to make sure they go for the full duration. Shall we have a look and see what we've got here now, Jared?
Yeah.
Any clues on this one here, do you think? Do you think that's a gravel Mojave, maybe? Shall we have a little look?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can help them out. They are pretty when they poke their heads out, isn't that just lovely? So, there you go. Now what I tend to do here is I poke his head back in, like that. And then I can then go down the line. You can see where the cuts are, and I follow the cut. Now you'll notice that when the snakes are at this level, the veins themselves are no longer required. So actually when you cut the egg, there's very little veins that are being cut. So that's a good sign when the eggs are ready, is that if you find that there isn't very many veins, then as you can see, the veins are virtually gone now. And I think we've got a Mojave there, Jared.
Yeah.
So that balances that up. So that's 3 Mojaves to, was it 4?
4 normals.
4,
Well, 4
gravels. Gravels, yeah.
And then 3 Mojave gravels.
So in theory, one of these hopefully will be another Mojave, and one will be a gravel. And then I think the odds have worked out pretty much as we expect. So let's have a little look and see. What are you expecting, Jared?
Hoping for a Mojave.
So?
Hopefully a Mojave.
So we've got another Mojave here, I think.
Yeah, that's a Mojave.
So we've hit the Mojave. That one still has a few veins, so we won't disturb that one too much. So we've now got 4 and 4. So it all depends on whether we've smashed the odds. I wouldn't say smashed the odds, but if this is a Mojave, we've beaten the odds, you would say, Jared. So what we'll do is we'll just push the veins down so that when we do a little snip, we're hopefully going to avoid the veins, but sometimes it's difficult not to avoid them. But we'll just do a little snip on this one and see what we've got, shall we? What do you think, Jared?
I feel like it's going to be a normal gravel.
A gravel. It's a Mojave.
Is it?
Yeah. You can see the pattern in there. So
yeah.
we've actually, thinking that if I show you this way, you can see the Mojave in there. See that?
Yeah.
So we've actually
5 Mojaves and
5
4
Mojaves. So we've got
4.
that extra gene in there, which is wonderful. Hopefully we'll get the right sex odds as well. But 5 Mojave gravel het Ultramels, and the rest are gravel het Ultramels. So that's the
That'd be a
power.
lot.
That's the power of a super gravel.
There'll be a lot up on Morph Market in the
Yeah.
next couple of weeks
So
when they're fed.
yeah, we'll get them fed, and we'll then, anyone that wants to get into the project, we'll make some available. So I think that's that one, Jad. Shall we get out some of the other clutches to see how they're doing? Because I think I've actually, let's just put this away first. I've actually seen that a couple of the clutches have shed out, and you can see them out of shed now, which makes them even more beautiful. And we'll just put these back. So that's 9 beautiful babies there. Lovely. And we've got clutch 11 that's due next week. And I'll just show you to contrast the Batman project that we actually cut slightly early. You'll see that they're still taking their time coming out, because technically speaking they should have been due in the next 2 or 3 days. So we did actually cut a few days early. And we've been checking on them to make sure that they're okay.
Oh, one of them's out.
So one of them's come out, which is a good sign. It shows that actually they're not as worried as I was earlier on. But you can see what a beautiful animal. Isn't that lovely, Jared? So we've got to try and work out what we've got there. It's definitely spot nose. Definitely got vanilla. I think it's got leopard, Jared. Looking at it. It looks like it's got the leopard markings, so I think that's a Batman, a vanilla Batman, is what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Should we just take it out and have a look? So hopefully he'll let me have a little look at him. Oh yes, beautiful, beautiful. So that's what a vanilla clown, I think it's a Batman, vanilla Batman, is it?
I think so.
Yeah. It might even have Enchi in as well, because you can see the Enchi pattern on its back.
I think Enchi will reduce it even more, won't it?
But Enchi and leopard, Jared. What I'm saying is that it looks as though it's got the Enchi on its back.
It's a beautiful snake.
It really is. It's got pastel, because you can tell that on the head stamp. So pastel, vanilla, Enchi, leopard, spot nose, clown. It's almost a complete animal. I think it's only missing one gene, isn't it? Which was, I'm trying to remember what other genes we've got in the mix here.
Is there orange dream in it?
There isn't orange dream, but that's a crazy looking Batman, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's a Batman. Beautiful, Jared. Absolutely beautiful.
Look at his head.
Yeah.
That's got to be one of our best snakes we've produced.
I think it is. I really do think so. We're hitting the clowns. Yeah, that is absolutely superb looking.
Who else is in the ring still?
So this is a spot nose. So this one here is I think, a pastel lesser. Oh, that one hasn't got lesser, I don't think. So the one thing that's lacking, the only one gene it's lacking is lesser, but it's got everything else. This one here has got the spot nose lesser pastel, and you can see that it's I'm just wondering whether it's got leopard in as well, because if it has, we might have a second Batman here, Jared.
It's a beautiful snake.
Yeah. And again, we'll let it come out naturally in its own time. And again, these are not out of shed yet. So I think that one could be potentially a second Batman, but I'm not going to... I'm going to call that a lesser spot nose, possibly leopard clown. If it hasn't got the leopard, it's just one short of the Batman, I think. But this little guy here is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. Just look at the patterns on it, Jared. Beautiful. Right, so let's have a look and see what else we've got here. Now this, any ideas what you think that one is, Jared?
Trying to remember what the pairing was.
So the pairing was Hercules, who's an Enchi Lesser Pastel Leopard Clown. So I think the head stamp tells me that there could be leopard in this one.
Yeah.
I think there is Enchi, leopard Enchi. I would say Enchi's in there because look at the patterns of the waviness on the dorsal. So I think Enchi's in there. I'm not sure if pastel's in there or not, Jared. That's the thing.
The head doesn't look like it.
But if you look, there's a white mouth.
Is there lesser?
There's lesser. I think lesser's in this one. But look at the mouth. You can see there's a white mark under the mouth, and sometimes you get pastel produces white under the mouth as well.
I think it's more likely vanilla.
Vanilla, yes.
The head's not giving me pastel vibes.
Yeah. So we've probably got a vanilla Enchi leopard clown there, I would say, Jack. And this is a vanilla.
Where's the off to? Is that pastel vanilla?
Pastel vanilla. So a pastel vanilla is called a
vanilla cream.
Vanilla cream, is it? Absolutely stunning, beautiful animal. The spot nose you can see, and it's just whether it's got leopard. Has it got leopard? That's the question. If it's got leopard, it's amazing.
I think so. The head pattern makes me think it does.
Yeah, just look at the teardrops, Jared, are just amazing. Honestly, it's like a cascade of water going over its back. Beautiful animal. Really, really pretty. So I'm so grateful that Rob got me into the vanilla gene because I think it's more powerful than the fire. Fire's lovely, but I think vanilla. The nice thing about the vanilla is you don't end up with white snakes, but you get a bright fire effect. So that's the benefit of going vanilla roots. Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
What have we still got in these?
So should we have a look and see what's in the other ones? So here is a spot nose in there, I think. I can see a spot nose pattern. So we've hit the spot nose again. We've hit lesser in there, and I think we've hit pastel. So that could be a pastel spot nose leopard. I don't know if it's a clown or not, Jared, because I haven't seen its head stamp, but what are your thoughts? Do you think it may be a...
Doesn't look clown to me.
I don't think it's a clown. So I think it's got everything other than the clown and the vanilla. There's no vanilla in that one, that's for sure. But still pretty. This one I don't think has vanilla in, Jared. Doesn't have vanilla, do you think?
Not sure.
That one I think's got vanilla, so if I open that one up a little bit and see what we've got. So what I'll do is I'll just put him back. I'm getting attached to this guy. Yeah. He's getting attached to me too.
He's a beautiful little snake.
He's lovely. He really is a lovely snake. The movement will actually encourage the other ones to come out as well.
Yeah.
I find once one starts moving, the others start to move.
They should all be out in the next day.
I think I want to just have a little peep at this one. I think I'd like to know what's going on with this one. But my worries of cutting early are being a little bit appeased right now because...
For those three.
For those
the main
three.
yeah.
But yeah, let's just see. This looks pretty powerful, Jared. Let's have a little look and see what we've got here. So it's a clown. Is it a clown or not?
No.
No, it's not a clown.
A leopard.
So we've got a leopard. Not sure what else we've got in there. Vanilla, maybe?
It's hard to tell without seeing the head stamp.
Yeah, it's moving and it's strong. That's what I want to make sure. So I'm not going to disturb it. I think what we'll do...
Come out the way. Come on, buddy.
This guy's on walkabouts.
He needs to get all of his siblings out.
Yeah. Yeah. This one here I think is Enchi and leopard and vanilla.
Yeah.
That's an Enchi leopard. That is a stunning looking snake. I love the head stamp on it. Look at it.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful? So I think we'll put these back now because they've got another day or two before they're going to come out. But I'm now feeling a little bit more relaxed than I was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Both Jared and I were worried that they weren't making much movement in the egg. But I think it's a lesson learned, and it's a lesson to be taught as well, that not to be impatient with your most exciting clutches.
Yeah,
otherwise it could backfire on you. Yeah. Let's go and have a look at the other animals, Jared. While I put these away, go and check out the other animals that are out of shed now. Maybe we can show off some of the other clutches.
Yeah, they are. I think some of them are still in shed, but the majority have shed out.
Okay, so what have we got here?
This is the pastel gravel clown to the pastel lesser.
Yeah. So I think what we've got here is we've hit a couple of visual gravel clowns here, which is making me ask the question, because this is a repeat clutch from last year, and we thought we may have hit 1 or 2 gravel clowns last year, but just looking at these, Jared, gravel was making these clowns pop a lot more, and I've got a feeling that these are more likely to be the gravel clowns than what we hit last year. We may have just hit maybe 1 gravel clown, not the 2. So let's just have a little look and see which ones we think could be the gravel clown. So
Squeaky chair.
If I turn it around this way, you can see them better, maybe.
I could see them better before, but for you it's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Okay. So let's start with this guy here. In fact, there's 2 wrapped together. They do love each other. I mean, so that we know is a, what would you say that is, Jared?
As a pastel.
So pastel.
Maybe gravel.
Possibly gravel. So
100% het clown.
100% het for clown. This one, let's see what we think we've got here. So I think we've got
it's a pastel lesser.
Pastel lesser.
Maybe gravel, I'm not sure. I don't know how to tell with these.
Let's get the head stamp out. There's the head stamp. So you've got there a pastel lesser clown minimum. It may even be a killer clown. Jared, 'cause look at this, the patterns on it. It could be a killer. And the wavy patterns tells me it could be a gravel clown as well. Look at the waviness on those patterns. So there's a possibility this could be a very powerful animal, Jared. And the head stamp, look at the head stamp on it. And if you look at the outlining on the pattern, there's that gravelly effect where it highlights the pattern better with the gravel effect. And then if you look at the belly, you've got the flaming coming up on the belly, which tells me that flaming on the belly on a clown, particularly when you look at the coming up from the bottom, maybe that's a good example of flaming coming up on a clown. See the flaming? So
yeah, I think there's a good chance that one's
that
gravel.
one could have gravel. It could have gravel. Not 100% certain, but it could. Right, the next one which really interests me is this one here, which I do think is the gravel clown.
Yeah.
But it's a lesser gravel inchy. It's got inchy in as well.
There's no inch in this clutch.
Oh no, there isn't, is there?
No.
So my apologies. I look at that and keep seeing a gravel effect, because when you look at someone like Pistachio, who's our gravel clown, she's got that wavy effect on the back.
Fire.
So.
Oh, she's an inchy clown.
Yeah, she's an inchy clown. So what do you think's going on here then, Jared?
I think this is a lesser gravel clown.
A lesser gravel clown without the pastel.
Yeah. Lovely head stamp. Look at that love heart.
Beautiful. And if you go that way, it's definitely a love heart. And side profile. Look at the side profile on that one. That's beautiful. Beautiful. And it's got a lovely green. Is it green eye or black eye?
Pastel's normally green.
Pastel puts the green in.
So.
Black eye, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's carrying pastel.
No, because these are pastel.
And they've got the green eye. Yeah. But again, a beautiful animal here. And the clowns keep coming, don't they? I mean, look at this clown here. So what do we think is going on here? Is this a killer clown? A lesser killer clown? And again, pattern-wise, it could be holding gravel. This is more likely to be the killer because you've got more white on the head.
Yeah.
And that may be just a
I
pastel.
think this one's pastel lesser.
Pastel lesser. This is the killer with a double dose of pastel. So to differentiate,
so white.
Look how white that is on the head. But again, whether it's carrying gravel.
And there's one that's even whiter.
Right.
Which is
So
there.
this
is definitely super pastel.
So this is definitely a killer clown. And a lesser killer clown, would you say, Jared?
Yeah.
Not sure if it's carrying gravel, but
yeah, I don't know.
Probably a lesser
it's got
killer
wavy
clown.
lines, but
yeah. Beautiful animals, absolutely gorgeous.
All exploring.
Right. Well, we've got this one. I think is very pretty, Jared. Very, very pretty. That's what I'm on about.
Come back.
These two interlocked. They don't want to separate. Hopefully we can untangle them.
They've all got minds of their own, haven't they?
So look, these are all your... We should put all the clowns together. Now what do you think? That, to me, is a gravel clown. Looking at that. Pastel, lesser, gravel clown. Just look at the size of the...
It's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the big white teardrops coming off the side. Have you seen the size of those white teardrops, Jared? That could be the impact of the gravel doing that. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And that will be a pastel again. It won't be a super pastel. So it's not a killer clown, but it's got the pastel in there. But they all seem beautiful. Aren't they beautiful set of clowns? Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I love these clutch.
Yeah. And then the rest are all...
We've got lessers, pastel,
Lessers.
lesser, and a pastel.
Yeah.
And probably gravel amongst them.
Yeah. So I think we'll put them back. And there's one other clutch I think we need to show off, Jared. That's the orange dream clutch that's shed
come
out.
back.
Yeah. These noodles are moving. This guy's... Oh. He's almost off the
Making a
table.
jump. They're all getting a bit
Sidewinders.
jumpy.
They're sidewinders. I'll tell you this. They've got Speedy Gonzales about them. They're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I think my favourite, I know it sounds weird, my favourite is the one with
Yeah,
the less
same.
with the less in. Sometimes
Yeah.
less is more. So if you see this one here, these are similar, but less is sometimes more, I think, because by actually not having certain genes in there, I think you get a better quality looking animal. But they're both beautiful.
Oh, they're both stunners.
Yeah, really, really beautiful. So let's put these noodles back. There's only one more that needs to shed out. I think all the rest of them have shed, and then we shall give them their separate boxes, and some of these are going to be available, so if anyone's interested in some really nice pretty clowns, again hit us up on that one. And should we get the orange dream? How much
Yeah.
time have we got on the ticker, Jack?
3 minutes.
3
or
minutes.
2.5.
So we've got just time for the orange dream clutch. Have a look and see how that's going. Put those back in there, and the orange dream, Jared, I think they're down
4 or
here.
6.
Is it 4 or 6? I think it's 4, and then it's got 6.
I think that's in the shed.
Are they still in shed? Yeah,
Yeah.
they're still in shed. Look, these look beautiful, Jared. Again, we've got a fantastic look. Look what Orange Dream does to the clown, Jared. It brightens it up in such a beautiful way. Just look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So these are the ones that we've got. So that one, there's one visual clown in there. The rest are non-visual. So we hit 1 out of the 3. But this guy here has got the Orange Dream in there. So what would you say is going on there, Jared?
Orange Dream Leopard.
Orange Dream Leopard, 100% het for clown. Could be Yellow Belly because the pairing was an Orange Dream Yellow Belly. It could have carried those through, but just look how beautiful those alien heads are.
Yeah.
See the tone on that? To me looks like an Orange Dream Yellow Belly Leopard het clown. This one here looks like it's carrying the leopard. Pastel leopard, either Orange Dream or Yellow Belly, or both.
My guess would be OD with the brightness of it.
Yeah, OD leopard. Has it got pastel in there or not?
Yeah, definitely.
Pastel in there. And this is the banger, which I love the look of. Let's bring that one out. So just look how beautiful this is. So this is, it's a bit of a fleer. It wants to travel, but that would be, what would you say, Jared?
It's an Orange Dream Leopard. Lesser.
Yeah, could be Yellow Belly as well. Lesser. Yeah. Right, that's about it then for now. So we shall give you further updates as it all happens. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscription button, and wishing you all a wonderful weekend, and we'll catch up with you next week. Bye bye for now.